Our topic is all about human acts and values education. So there are 4 examples of human acts and values education, which is the human act, integrity, discipline, and hard work. First is human act. A human act is an act which proceeds from the deliberate free will of man. So when we say human act, so ginabuhat sa tao inside and outside bodily or spiritually, na ginabuhat by a human being. It refers only to those acts that proceed from the deliberate and freely human being. Example, daydream, hearing and listening. It is a human act. War imaginations, that is a human act. Next is integrity. Integrity is a firm adherence to a code of morals and values. Its quality or state of being is complete or undivided and honest. So, it is a practice of being honestly and truthfulness of one's action. Someone that have a highest integrity. Example is the president, artistic, professional, etc. So, kung integridad as a human being, example, makasala, kabalo ka mag-sorry, choosing not to cheat, and dili ka magsigig panglibak kay we all know that mali na siya. Mali jud kayo. Third is discipline. Discipline is the orderly or regular pattern of behavior in accordance with the imposed rule of self-rules and with the rules of an organization. So, importante ni naak sa tao kay kung wala ka ani kita ra gihapon mag-ani kay kung lack of discipline ka like throwing garbage anywhere, vandalism, kanang naay pila pero mo singit ka, tardiness, so pangit kayo siya. But if you have discipline in yourself, mubalik gihapon na siya sa imo like ginatagan kag respect sa mga tao. So inana. Next is hard work. Hard work is need to work with utmost effort of energy. It means being industrious or working with endurance based on the human ability and capacity to do all sorts of activity. So, kailangan kay nato ni kay og dita hardworking unsaon nato pag-abot sa tong mga goals sa kinabuhi. So, example, kani atong pag-eskwela, we need to study hard in order for us to reach our goals in life. Last is to pay taxes to the government. There are many benefits of paying taxes. They help in the development and maintenance of infrastructure like roads, and they can even help to create or maintain the institution needed for the rule of law and the functioning of the democratic process. Duties and rights. Duties and rights of the Filipino people necessary to properly control human acts. Duties of the people. The people of our republic must understand that they have certain duties or obligations to perform. These duties are the price of freedom and of the rights which we enjoy. So first is to vote honestly and wisely. So dili ta pataka og boto no, porket nanghatag og kwarta ang pikas didto na pudta. Pili ta mo dawat pero og dili siya worth iboto, ayaw lang. We need to assure that someone is worth to vote. We have to be honest and wise. Next is to obey the laws of land. This is important because laws are democratically chosen. People have a general obligation to uphold them. The requirements imposed on people by the law are known as legal duties. Moral responsibility is the sense of personal accountability people have in the light of their moral convictions. Next is to respect authority. We need to respect because when we are in a position of authority, our life will be immeasurable better if those around you are respectful. It means respect for the reality that authority structure are an essential part of so many individuals living together in civil cooperation. Authorities are paid and required to do what they do. Always be respectful. Being disrespectful lead to do bad thing happening. Next is to be loyal to the Republic. It shall be the duty of the citizen to be loyal to the Republic and honor the Philippine flag, to defend the state and contribute to its development and welfare, to uphold the Constitution and obey the laws, to defend the motherland, which is to protect a person, place, etc. from harm or danger, ward of an attack on, to support in the face of criticism by argument or evidence. Rights. So there are 5 differences of rights, which is the natural right, civil right, political rights, constitutional rights, and statutory rights. So first is natural right. Natural rights. Rights conferred upon human beings by God which cannot be taken away. So it means karapatan na ipinagkaloob ng Diyos sa atin na hindi dapat alisin. Next is civil right. Civil right means ang sibil ay mahalagang bahagi ng demokrasya. They are guarantees of equal social opportunities, protection under the law, religion, or other characteristic. For example, mga karapatang bumoto sa mga serbisyo ng gobyerno at sa pampublikong edukasyon. Political rights. Rights covered by the state of the people so that they may participate in government. There are examples of political rights, which is the right to citizenship, right to marry, right to enter into a contracts, right to seek justice in the courts. Constitutional rights. Rights recognized and protected by the Constitution and part of the fundamental law of the land. Example: freedom of religion, freedom of speech, freedom to choose one's residence, freedom from slavery. Last is statutory rights. Statutory rights conferred by the statutes or law promulgated by a lawmaking body and can be abolished by the same body. So there are examples of statutory rights, which is the right to inherit property, right to a minimum wage, right to go on a strike for higher wage, and better working conditions. Filipino citizen voter education. The Filipino citizen voter education covers the political and electoral system, human rights, and government's political attitude and decisions of Filipino citizen voters. What is the right of suffrage? Is the right of the people na pumili ng kanilang mga opisyal as their representatives for a definite and fixed period. Kung kanino nila ipinagkatiwala ang paggamit ng mga kapangyarihan ng pamahalaan. It means the right to elect officials who we feel the best to serve the country. Who are qualified to vote in Philippines election? Registration is the formalization of a qualified voter and submission of an affidavit to the election officer of the city or municipality of residence and entry into the electoral register. Who are the qualified to vote under the overseas absentee voting law? You must be a citizen of the Republic of the Philippines. Ikaw ay residente ng lugar kung saan mo balak magparehistro for at least 6 months. You must be at least 18 years of age on or before the election date. Who are disqualified by the law to vote in Philippine elections? A Filipino citizen who has been disqualified by the law if dili pa siya 18 years old and has not resided in the Philippines for at least 1 year and in the place where he intends to vote for at least 6 months before the elections.